You're booking 40 to 50 demos a month from paid ads, but only closing 2 to 3. Here is what's actually happening. You're booking the wrong demos, but more importantly, you don't have a system to filter out unqualified prospects before they waste your sales team's time. I analyzed 47 legal software companies, analyzed the demos, and found that most of those companies acquisition are running acquisition channels that produce 30 to 40% qualification rate. That means 6 out of 10 demos were never going to close from the get-go. I'm going to show you the exact 3 channel pre-qualification systems that fix this, and at the end I'll give you the link, and at the end I'll offer for you to build a free 4 email post demo sequence so you can see how this mechanism work for your business. Now, with the first channel cold emails, the thing is with cold email is that you need volume. You need a good targeting. You need to automate the whole process in order for you to get the results that you need. And to do all of that is a pain in the ass, of course. Just finding this or doing this on your own and automating all of that and making it work. It's a hard thing. I will show you how to do it. So first, you need to build 5 to 10K legal firm leads that match your ICP. And then you need to script 5 touch points. And then one of the most important things is to not just do cold email alone, but to find also their LinkedIn and their other socials if they have. You're going to build the first touch point that is going to be the email. I mix these two. The first touch point here should be this: an email with a case study, no pitch, just value, and asking to give them more of that value. Then you reach out on LinkedIn to make them more aware of your existence and push through on the follow-ups until they reply. So imagine it here. You send in the cold email. And after that cold email, if they didn't reply, you move to LinkedIn. Another email. After a while, you follow up in a manner that I will show you on the email, and again follow up in the LinkedIn. And you're going to show value upfront. And by value, I mean you're going to show them the mechanism, how the software of yours is going to solve their problem and so on, and give a good value proposition for them in order for them to want it and realize that they need it. So here's an example of a 5 touch point system. You're not going to ask for the call right away. You're not going to ask for the demo right away. You're going to give them a process that will take them slowly from unaware of their problem to aware of their problem, to aware of your solution, and then know who you are and want your solution to get them to the demo. This is the only way to do it to make cold emails work. And this channel should produce 20 to 30 demos per month at an 80% qualification rate. You should not get less than 80% qualification rate. And by qualification, I mean a decision maker. And that decision maker is at a company that has cash, money, liquid, and they have a problem that your software solves. If one of these is not met, then you didn't get a qualified demo. Now let's move to the second one. You most likely are going to run meta ads. And when you're running meta ads, you should never make ads directly into a landing page that pushes them into a demo without having a VSL. A VSL is important, and we will talk about it later on, but I want you to see this funnel. Instead of making your ad a direct source to get in demos, you have to think of your ad as a way for you to get people, to get eyes that will look at your product. And that is the most important part, is the eyes. After that, the process of getting those eyes to turn into demos is easy. How to do that? Of course, by creating a lead magnet. The meta ad and the LinkedIn ad should take to a landing page with a lead magnet. And it shouldn't be just any normal lead magnet. Of course, it has to be a value. After getting that lead magnet, they will get a series of emails before even being qualified with questions to book them on a call. So, what I want you to think about is that your landing page, let's assume that this is your landing page. On your landing page, I said that you need a VSL. And to get that VSL, they need to opt in or something free. Or rather, that VSL is there for free. And you're going to try to get them to buy something of, or rather get something of value to make them opt in. Or there is another approach that probably can be as good as this. Having a landing page, having a VSL, and that VSL solves a problem that your software solves. And you're going to sell people a product that is digital. And I know what you're thinking. I'm a software company. Why would I not sell my software first? Well, you need to understand that your software is gonna cost them 10K to 20K a year. People need to see value first in order for them to opt in into a higher upsellable option. And in your case, you're running ads, you're paying money. Giving them free stuff can work. Of course, you have to test that first. And at the same time, you have to test that another thing, something that has a price mark that starts at $1 minimum. Obviously, it can even stretch into $100. When people try this one, they see the value, and your software is the tool that will solve that problem. And I hope that you get how that works. You have two options: a landing page, an ad, and I have another video that explains how to run ads with one CPO campaign and 5 creatives, and so on after the new updates. Whatever. The first landing page that you're going to have is going to be a VSL as the second one. But here you will have a free opt-in option, and here you will have a paid opt-in option to get a digital product that solves something, but upsell them later to your tool and aka your demo. So look at me. The whole purpose of the ad is not to be profitable with the digital market or to get demos. The whole purpose of the ad should be around getting one most of the important things, which is email subs. Because after that, you're going to nurture these people with these emails, delivering the lead magnet, talking about what the company is, what are the solutions that you're offering, case studies, deep dive into the mechanism, YouTube videos, whatever. And then end it out with a qualification question in order for you to book them into a demo. The whole process is around that, but if you can make it more interesting with a digital snack or something like that, that take you to people who are more qualified. Those people who pay even a little bit are much, much, much more qualified than people who get free stuff. And I hope that you get this part because free is not always superior. People who bought are people who are more likely to buy, and so on. I hope that this is clear. Now we move to the last and most important part. I have seen many, many websites, many landing pages, and I have never seen a software company with a good VSL. A good VSL is a way for you to instill belief. It's an objection-based scripting method. You're talking about a problem and you're showing people exactly the special mechanism that you're going to use with your software to solve that exact problem. You're going to hammer them with proof. You're going to do most of the talking so that when they are on the demo, they are mentally ready. They are more qualified. So that you're not going to waste your time at all with whatever thing you're doing. So look, a VSL should make people more qualified and should improve the qualification and make most of your calls 70% qualified minimum. Because at the same time, your cold emails are going to lead to a VSL. Your ads are going to lead to a VSL. A VSL is the most important thing here. And you can think that a website alone explains every single thing that you need about the product. But in a way, it doesn't. There is a charm to someone talking to you on video, doodling like this, talking like this, instead of just written material that is soulless. And I have laid down a simple system for you that you can use to write your VSL, starting out with the exact problem, then explain the mechanism, show a case study, handle objections, and note on handling objections. The objections that you need to handle, you're not going to manufacture them from thin air. No, 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 no. You have many, many demo recordings. And if you don't have them yet, I urge you to record your future demos. Because from these demos, you're going to extract important things. Why he didn't buy. And these people where you're going to ask this question to need to be qualified first. Once you answer this question, you're going to have a series of objections that you're going to handle in your VSL, in your emails, in your ads, in your wherever you're going to write. And we're people, we're not going to be different at all. We're going to have the same objections about most of the things. So if you nail this part here, nail the objections, everything is going to be nailed down. And I know this is a tedious task to do, and most aren't doing it, but it is worth it. So let's talk a little bit about something. Even after they book, post-booking pre-qualification. You need to send a pre-demo questionnaire. Send them a couple of emails talking about who you are, or what your company does, what your software is gonna solve, a case study, and a questionnaire that tries to stop wasting your time, and get you to know what kind of person you're dealing with before the call, of course. And lastly, I want to show you the math. If your current state is 50 demos a month with a 30% qualification rate, it doesn't matter if you're going to lower your demos per month, as long as you increase the qualification rate, or rather increase the quality. It's gonna be the same ad spend, but more quality. excuse me, and you're going to get a better closing rate and almost double the customers. And by doubling the customers, you get double the money. At 10K lifetime value, that's like getting 80K more per month. It should be a good deal though, if you're doing it right. So, I just walked you through a complete 3-channel pre-qualification system called Outbound, Email Capture, a VSL, and the importance of VSLs next to the post-booking qualification. They are all designed to filter out unqualified prospects. So here is the thing. If you're running a legal software company, using demos to ghosting, I'll build you a free for email post demo sequence. No charge. If you implement it and if it works, you can now know for sure that you have a solid system that makes people unable to forget about the call. Because most of us, when we book a call with someone and we need help, we sometimes forget that we even booked that call and start to wonder and question the existence of this call in my calendar. And then we never show up. So this is a solution. Usually there are like 30% ghost rate. So if you solve that, of course, you will increase your revenue. I'll build it for you for free, no charge. You implement it, you get the results, and then we talk later about that, about the 3-channel systems. If it doesn't work at all, you keep the system, you keep the sequence, no strings attached. I have made everything simple for you. You can book a call down below or email me. Everything is in the description, and I hope that you enjoyed this video.